YouTube faithful, what's going on? It's Captain Crush. Stand before you a broken man. Paul Skeens, 5.5 strikeouts sold. We're going to talk about that in a couple minutes. But yesterday, I was one leg away in a bunch of slips, including my parlay play nuke that I did right here on this channel. Marquez, Acuna, Crochet, and Suarez. Guess what? Acuna's fantasy cashed and would have paid more. I took this. He couldn't get it done. He had bases loaded twice and sold out. My brothers and sisters in Christ, this was just the tip of the iceberg. I will be going right back to the well. You can see this one too a couple days ago with Trout and Durant. Absolutely insane. But we can't be bothered by that. We got a big slate today. PrizePicks gave a bunch of discounts. Guys, smash the like button. I know this video is late and I know the earlier videos were out yesterday. I'm trying to get on a new schedule, but guys, like I said to you yesterday, I'm programming these apps and it takes all my time. Up late, rise early, do this, the content. It's overwhelming and I'm very stressed out, but I'm doing my best, guys. So please, smash the like button and help me get these videos out. Acuna yesterday was the only miss. That and Page was the Page taco sold. What can we do? You can see another heartbreak for me right here. It was 50 to win 650. I powered it. Tatis. All he needed was 2 hits, runs, RBIs. He had bases loaded, had a shot, and he couldn't get it done. This was literally the story of my night, guys. Obviously, Page sold. Another one right here where Page sold. I had Page at 14.5 or 16.5 in so many lineups. And look, Acuna cashed his fantasy score. Some days it's going to be like that, but at least I got a double up out of the equation. But still, guys, that hurt my soul. Another one with these two, Ronald and Page. I mean, I was surgical for the most part, but still ended up getting shelled. My cord ate, but me, nope. Another one right here with Page. Another one right here with Page and Ronald. Guys, when I take a stand, I put them everywhere. Crochet's pitches thrown, cashed. I anchored Ronald and anchored Page. Once they made Page a taco, she was going to be making or breaking my night. And I went with my read on Ronald and I ate chalk for it. Another one right here that would have been a nice $462. Ronald 1.5 bases. If I take his fantasy score, it hits the same amount. It's heartbreak. Wasn't all bad though, because Crochet, the play of the day, hit. He got 7 Ks and went over his pitches and fantasy score with ease. So with that in mind, guys, like I said, hit subscribe, smash the like. I'm going to be covering MLB all season long for you. I use data model driven approach built by me. My job is to create content, guys. I'm not just going to be able to give you a spoon feed session every day. My mind is focused on coding these apps for you and getting them into your hands. That is what's going to make you a long-term winner, okay? And you can tail these YouTube slips, tail the cord slips, look at the prop list, whatever have you. So this is Crushed Bats. This is the pitcher data model I built, and this is what I used to find my pitchers. Now, I want to show you guys something on Paul Skeens. For current and future users of this product, you get this product by being in my Discord/Dub Club. It's $25 a month. You get access to the live streams and everything else. Guys, yesterday's live stream, by the way, fed. Another 5 of 6 on a demon slip, and I will show you the winning slip sections momentarily, but check this out, okay? Skeens' normal line was 7. His earned runs was 1.5 as a demon. His walks, 1.5 as a demon, and his hits allowed. Look at this. There is a reason I have rules in place, okay? When the OG line simulates for 47% yellow, or it's only 52%, or the bottom line is, if it's lower than 57 to 58%, we don't go try to find goblins to make it in our favor, because if the line is 7 and you put him down for 5.5, he's always going to simulate over. Now, that is the rule. So if his line was showing green, which I will show you with the pitcher that we are going to target, on the normal line, you could take it. But this should have been a fade. Don't take the goblins. Don't take anything. Over earned runs, which soared. Over walks demon, which soared. Under hits allowed, cash. All of those cashed. And if we would have faded the strikeout prop like it says to do here, we would have swept Paul Skeens. But you know what? We didn't. I made a call. I went against it as a Pirates fan, and that's my mistake. Look, increasing earned runs and hits by 4%, and also the pitch movement by 4%. That 4% matters, and it came to fruition today. Even the weather was against us, but the model knows. So the point is this, guys. These numbers here is what happens in an average 10,000 run simulation, but these probabilities are how often it went over the individual stats. This is an average. This is what happened in each simulation percentage-wise. So let me show you what happens when we bring him down to 5.5. He goes 73%, which of course, I took him over at 5.5. I made that gut call and it was a mistake. because I broke my own rule because I'm a Pirate fan and I wanted the narrative, him versus Jacob, yada, yada, yada. He should have got 6Ks, no doubt about it. But if we stick to the original rule of fading if the original prop is yellow, we just would have been away from that situation. We could have took any of these three and cashed Skeens. It's a powerful tool, but we have to use it correctly. So we got Gleasies today. We got Gore in progress, which if you used the hot dog method I preach, you would have taken Wheeler with Gore, Gore with Wheeler, Joe Ryan with Wheeler, etc. This is a little bit dicey because of the weather, but hopefully he cashes none the same. 6Ks versus Seattle. We saw Bailey Ober just get 7 or 8 or something crazy like that. Joe Ryan's infinitely better. I'm going to take a shot on it. I love Zach Wheeler to get it. We took Ranger Suarez to deal yesterday, and guess what? He dealt, okay? They also gave us a Logan Webb free square today, but I also like Logan Webb regardless, okay? You can take the free square, but I also like Logan Webb. He has a couple of options. So if you need a 2x pair for these Gleasies, you can take Logan Webb. I don't think there's value taking it at 6 because I believe he's going to land on 6. My model always loves Webb, but you can take him at 5.5 with any random prop and it'll pay you 2.5x, or you can take him at 4.5 if you want to be ultra conservative and that'll pay you 2x. If you think he gets 7, go right ahead and take him over 6. I don't think that's optimal at all. He has bad history with the Marlins, but I still think he's fine. Now I'm going to go over to my dub club and I'm going to read the Logan Webb strikeout analysis and everything else. Due to his recent dominance and favorable matchup, he struck out 30 batters in 4 of his starts this month while posting a 1.6 earned runs allowed, showing he's in peak form with excellent command and strikeout efficiency. The Marlins lineup has struggled offensively all season and ranks near the bottom in key categories like on base percentage and runs scored, making them a favorable opponent for swing and miss pitchers like our boy Webb. Oracle Park, pitcher friendly, allowing Webb to attack the zone more confidently. Crushed bats favors him going over big time as well, so there is that to consider. His historical strikeout rate against Miami, as previously mentioned, in past matchups, he's averaged just 5 strikeouts. Not good. And if he pitches to contact to stay efficient, he could fall short, but based on recent form in the opponent's profile, Webb has a strong chance to clear 5.5 Ks today. You could target his fantasy score if you think he's going to be contact pitching today and just racking up those ground outs and doing low runs. Now let's go over to Crushed Bats, the pitcher model, which is going to cover 50 data points, including the weather, and we will run him. Here you have the Vegas odds, strikeouts, earned runs, walks allowed, outs. You can see it all. Look at him to go over 20.5 pitching outs is minus 140 on MGM, which is nuts. We can see the matchup breakdown, 8.4. They're not striking out more than the league average, but they're not striking out too much less. The batting average, they're less likely to get hits. It's the Marlin guys. Look at the head-to-heads, 18 outs, only 4 Ks, but that was in 2024. Webb is infinitely better this season. 9, 4, 10, 7, 10, 5, 4, 9, 6, 6. His range of outcomes today, 4 to 6. Right where the line is, okay? That is it. So with that in mind, we will take all the simulations and run it. And you can see here, to go over 6.5 Ks is 58%. My model always loves Webb. It just does. It's because his 2024 historicals, he sims for a lot of pitching outs, usually 18, which he is here, etc. Over half a walk, 68%. Under 6.5 hits allowed, 36%. That's a good prop. But if Webb goes deep innings, he could give up 7 hits. Over 1.5 earned runs, and over 6.5. Now, we see 6.5 is 58%. Are we taking 60? Are we taking 6.5? Nope. I'm going down here to 5.5, boosts it to 72%, which means we have a 72% chance of him cashing 5.5 Ks. Look at the weather. Reducing earned runs and hits by 5%, decreasing pitch movement by 7%, affecting walks. This is big. 7 and 5% is big. So if you take it down one further, it's 82% to clear 4.5 Ks. This is how you find goblins. You want to find the ones that have the regular line going over like so. It's a little bit different now when I run it. Every click of that button is a new 10,000 runs. The numbers are going to vary slightly, okay? But you see, it's green. So now we would want to find the goblin. You can take 4.5 or 5.5. I gave you the analysis. It's written up here in my dub club just like so. And then the other two beneath there, Ohtani, Judge, and Cal Raleigh. Ohtani and Judge are a discount today, and I'm taking both of them. But if you want my full write-ups, access to the live stream slips, which I will show you momentarily. Here is the winning slip tab, which I don't normally show because I try to save time, but you can see it was a glorious day if you trusted the models, guys. You got to use it. I know they don't work every day because it's a prediction model, guys. It's like flip a quarter. If it lands on tails, it doesn't mean you got heads wrong. It still has the same percentage, guys. All the percentages will even out. If you do this every single day, you'll be fine in the long run. The WNBA model, the NBA model. Yesterday I had Caitlin Clark under points. It cashed. Paige was wrong. Paige had like 9 or 10 points in the first half and barely scored in the second half. That's WNBA classic stuff, okay? I had Garrett Crochet going over 96.5 pitches, cash it. Ronald's fantasy cashed. He didn't cash his bases, unfortunately. But Ranger Suarez cashed. Marquez cashed. Verlander walks. This is straight from crushed bats. Verlander over half a walk. Aaliyah Boston's rebounds cashed. I gave that out. I gave that out on this YouTube channel too, I believe. If Paige didn't sell her taco yesterday, it was going to be a historic day for me and everyone else. If she would have just got 17 points and if Ronald would have just got 2 bases, I would have had a $2,000 day yesterday. Easy. The one pitcher I got wrong was Peralta under 7 Ks. And look, he went under his fantasy score, but ended up getting 8 Ks. Ridiculous. And I knew that was the risk with him. Is what it is. You can see Spartan shout out Crushbacks. Ranger was my anchor today. Sweat free 2.7 cash. Simulated for 18.3 pitching outs and got 23 Starbies. And he did give me Starbucks, guys. He hooked me up with Starbies. So cash Spartan. He shows you right where it was. There's no reason if you're in this Discord that you cannot use the same exact tools that everyone else is using to win. You don't need Captain Crush to hold your hand. I don't have time to hold your hand. Imagine if 700 people DM'd me asking me for things. I help out in the live streams. That is where I answer your questions. And I do respond to DMs when I have time, guys. But I'm coding and pumping out this content 24/7. I built it for you guys to use, okay? You have to use this. But I literally did a write-up on Ranger yesterday because I saw how good he simulated in the model. These were all on the WNBA list too. Boston, Diggins. The only one I got wrong was Paige. I mean, it wasn't even that bad. It just everyone sold from Paige, so it made everybody sick. I will go over both of those lists shortly. All right. Even Watts cashed, dude. Even Watts cashed. I had James Wood on the list. Cal Raleigh, Garrett Crochet. Okay. Tyler Anderson under. That was straight from the live stream. I'm looking for one person in particular. Sean the King. But look, Jado even says, I gave Valdez under Ks, Castillo under Ks, Anderson under Ks, over walks, under fantasy, sweep, all that stuff. And Valdez over walks. The YouTube slip from Pro right here. Acuna Fantasy, Ranger, German, Crochet, and Clark. Bang. All of it cashed. You could have watched this channel yesterday and swept. Here's Sean the King. This is straight from the live stream. Castillo under Ks, Valdez under Ks, German under 6.5, over 5.5, Cal under 2.5 earned runs, and Clark free square. 10x. And then right here again, another like 8.5x. Cal under, Anderson over walks, Scooble under 8.5 Ks, and Castillo under 5.5 Ks. Cash it. All made on the live stream via Crushed Bats. So those live streams, the write-ups, my models, it all works hand in glove, including the YouTube channel. CaptainCrush.net, you'll get access to the live streams, get my data models, get my slips direct that I do post. Click join now. It takes you to Dub Club. $25 a month, 3 months for $60, the summer special, 6 months discounts, and year discounts as well. If you sign up with any of my partners, Underdog, Sleeper, ParlayPlay, Chalkboard, I will give you 30 days free, guys. No questions asked if you send me an email. You got to be a new member, though. If you've already been in the cord, then it doesn't work like that. I have one more hitting model coming out, which I'm working on day and night, like I showed you in yesterday's video. It'll be out soon. When that drops, I have to bump the price to $35 to maintain my servers. However, if you sign up before then, you do get grandfathered in at this price on the monthly price because I respect coin, just like some of these pitchers do. Also, make sure you're paying attention to the daily prop list, okay? Paige chalked, absolutely, once they made her a taco. Sonia cashed 9.5. Boston cashed. Skylar Diggins cashed. And then Paige sold. Kelsey Plum, I said, almost made the list, but they didn't have her lines right or she would have went and she got, her goblin did cash. Make sure you are reading these write-ups, okay? Please, for MLB, these take most of my time, 2 to 3 hours every single day. You can see here, these were yesterday's 9 and 2 on MLB yesterday. These write-ups are in the Dub Club every single day. Please sign up, support your boy. I'm pouring my heart into this, guys. I promise you, I can't stand when people talking behind my back and stuff thinking I'm a fraud. It's ridiculous. I don't know what else I can do. I am a content creator. Live streams every day, YouTube's prop list, creating models that I give you for free just for being in the Dub Club. I mean, there's not much else I can do. Let's build some lineups and we'll get out of here. It's already 4 o'clock and I don't want to sound like I'm bitter and whining. I'm just a little upset lately with the overall demeanor that I've seen. Let's check the WNBA model real quick. If you guys don't have money for the Discord or whatever and you just watch the YouTube, if you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment. That helps me out too. I appreciate you guys as well. So this is the WNBA model. I post it every single day when there's games. A'ja Wilson projected for 22.5 points, 43 fantasy score. Sabrina, 35 fantasy score, 19 points. Tina Charles, 13.7 points, 29 fantasy score. And Thornton, 11 points. There's also the MLB base model there as well. So let's look at the fantasy scores and see what they have. So we would definitely be looking to take under on 47 fantasy score. The problem with A'ja Wilson is she has insane block and steal equity. And when she does that, you know, it's very, very dicey and scary. So Tina Charles was projected for 1 point over. We could look at her 28 fantasy score, but I'm so tired of taking overs for the WNBA. I'm not going to do it. I'm looking for unders. I'm going to go over here to Pick Finder, my historical partner, where I do all my research for historicals, and I'm going to see what it looks like real quick. The model accounts for all this stuff, but I do like to see it. You should have it a part of your process. You just look at the last 5, you think it's a slam dunk, but it's not. Look at this. She soars over. Against Connecticut, soared over. 53, 50, 39. So it's not as easy as just taking under as it thinks. Her points though, 22, 20. It's literally a 50-50. I hate to do it, but if I was going to say, I would just roll the dice on under 47. No, I can't tell you to, I don't know. I can't tell you to take under on 47.5 for her because I have a feeling she's going to go yard. Tina, 5.5 rebounds. She's been roughly getting 6. Usually you could get Webb off here. 4.5 would be fine. Hopefully she lands on 5, or you could go with the combo with her and A'ja. I think that would be fine. I think I'm going to take over on Sabrina's points, honestly. If this wasn't a protected slip, I'd be taking all unders. Since it's not, since it's a protected slip, I'm just going to take overs. I'm going to take Sabrina's 29.5 PRA. I also like over on her 2.5 turnovers is also in play, but I'm going to take her 29.5 PRA and pray that it hits. Okay, so this 2 right here, or you could just take Tina Charles separate. I'm conflicted on Tina. I like her over 5.5 rebounds. I really do. Model likes it too. That pays 2.2. I'm just going to go for it, man. I'm just going to take 5.5. I was going to take the combo, but I'm just going to take it at 5.5. And then for Wilson, oh man, maybe her Goblin at 17.5 or 19.5. She does project for 22.5, but I just can't do it, man. I'm just going to do this. It's free. I should take a 6-man. You know what? No, it's a free square. What am I doing? All right, A'ja, you're going to, I really can't decide. Under 35.5 PRA. A'ja, you're going to have to beat me today. Wasting way too much time on this. Since it's protected, I'm just going to do this. Stewart, 3.5 assists. Sabrina points. Hopefully Stewart dishes to Sabrina, and then Lexi Hull, where are you at, girl? 4 rebounds right there. This is for you, Watts. I would lean Anisha under 10 points, but this is it. I'm doing this right here. My favorite ones is Tina Charles over 5.5 rebounds and Lexi Hull over 3.5 rebounds. It's a free play. I'm taking it. The 2-man is Lexi. Listen to me. Lexi and Tina. I've wasted enough time on WNBA. Let's go back to MLB where we have these glizzies, okay? So you do have your pairs, which you can do Webb 4.5 Ks, or you can do the taco method. So Judge over half a base is a glizzy, so is Otani. So you could do this right here. Look, this is real simple today, guys. It's already 4:11 my time. This is nuts. You just take that right there, bang, 2.25x. If Otani cashes this, he's gonna cash this, and then you have it all symmetrical. Watch. Then you do this right here. Otani does this. Wheeler does this. You get him at 5.5. If he cashes that, it would be another 2x. You see what I'm doing here? You're limiting your exposure. So if all the discounts cash, you're going to sweep and you're going to get double ups, 2x's, 3x's on all of them. So that is what you want to do. For that, you can ride the hot bat with Cal Raleigh, 110%. He's been just dealing. I believe he had like a 20% chance to hit a home run today in the model. And then for other pitchers, I like most of them are discounts. Wheeler's a discount. Joe Ryan's a discount. Webb is a free square. Mackenzie Gore was a discount. I told everybody to take him over 5Ks today. Jacob deGrom, they don't have him on PrizePicks, but under 4.5 hits allowed is good. Over 17.5 pitching outs will pay you 2.75x with any random square. I think you can do that as well if you want. It does feel kind of trappy because it's an elite matchup, but I think you should be able to get 18 outs and under 4.5 hits. The Orioles bats were a little bit hot a couple days ago. That is concerning, but that's fine with me. And then George Kirby over 1.5 earned runs. The only thing that I don't like about this is the weather. If it rains out and he gets pulled, chalk it. That would be devastating, but I do think he goes over 1.5 earned runs. slips. Now you may be like, why aren't you putting in all those slips? Because I already put in a bunch of those slips earlier in the day, and I'm not just going to do it for the sake of the YouTube. I will make a bunch of lineups on live stream today, but I still have a lot of stuff to do. Look at all these boosts on Parlay Play 2. 1.5, 1.5. Acuna, 1.6. Peter Crow Armstrong, 0.5 hits. Yamato, 5.5 Ks in Colorado. Everybody wants to know about Yoshi. Let's go to Crushed Bats. Remember, you get this tool by being in Discord. You can go to this every single day. It'll give you every pitcher. An app like Pick Finder just gives you the historicals. I give you the historicals, the Vegas odds, and I give you an actual projection. Okay? Everyone's afraid to give projections because if they're wrong, people get mad at you. I don't care, fam. I'm giving you the Lord's work. So, you can see the model loves Kikuchi today. 7K's projection. Why? Because he's in an elite matchup versus the Rockies. But you know what? I really do not care for him today in this spot. I already know the Rockies, just weird things go on in Coors Field. So if you do want to take him at 5.5Ks on the boost, you absolutely can. He is due a bounce back. So 1.4, 3x for 5.5Ks would be fine. Peter Crow Armstrong to get a hit is fine. Webb, 5.5Ks. I'm going to take the chance. Unless they have his pitching outs lower. Let's see what they got. Nope, 20.5 outs. Dang, dude. Pitches thrown, maybe 95. Zach Wheeler, 98. Goodness. Maybe we just take Webb's pitching outs. Okay, let's see. Do they have DeGrom? 4.5 hits allowed under. They had it on. Yes, let's go. 4.5 hits allowed under for DeGrom. Risky, but I think he can get it done. Okay, let's go run Mr. DeGrom. Okay, he doesn't have a lot of 2024 data, aka 0, so it's hard for the model to, because of the way I have it split, but it's just running off his recent form. 7, 6, 8, 4, 9, 7, 10, 3, 7. Earned runs, hits allowed, 5, 5, 5. His range of outcomes is 3 to 5. Okay, period. And here we go. 30% of the time he's going over 4.5 hits allowed. So that means 70% of the time he's staying under. Fade his Ks. Fade his earned runs. I wouldn't take under 6.5 Ks, even though it's a 37% to only 37% of the time going over, because I know what he's capable of. And then his pitching outs, you can see I said 17.5, but he's only simulating for 17.7. All right. I'm hoping he stays under his hits. It's a full payout. You can see everything there. Now let's look at Zach Wheeler. 18.5 pitching outs. We'll run it. 7.5 Ks is his normal line. It's 39%, which means we shouldn't be looking to goblins, which I won't. I'm only going to take his 5K discount and 5.5. Now, do they have Wheeler pitching outs? They don't. They don't have his pitching outs, but 97.5 pitches thrown. I think he can throw 98 pitches in this spot. I think it's good. I will be taking that as well. Do they have that on Parlay Play? Yep, they do. All right. These are always going to be dicey when you take these because if they get shelled early and stuff, they're always scary, but I think he can get 98 pitches. We just saw Ranger go the distance. I wish they had his pitching outs at 17.5 because he sims for 18.6. One head-to-head data in 2024, you got 18 pitch outs, 6 Ks. Not really afraid of the Stros today. I kind of want to take over this. It's a demon payout. I mean, it'll give us 7x if we took these 4, but that's with Webb at 5.5. I mean, how much more of a payout is it? 7x? This video is way too long now. I'm sorry, guys. This is what happens. I try to look, it's virtually paying the same. Let's just do 97.5 pitches thrown. We'll do 25 on this today. I'm tired of getting screwed by one leg on my nukes. We'll put that in, and then we'll do the Ronald bonus with DeGrom, 17.5 outs. 25. That one again. Parlay play code CRUSH. You can get in the mix, guys, and tail or fade. That's what we're going to do. And then you can do whatever you want on PrizePicks. I'm not sure where I'm going yet with the rest of them. I already paired most of my guys up with the hot dog method. I suggest you do the same for fantasy scores. This video is all over the place today. My brain is so fried. Is that a pun for Max Fried? No, I'm not touching him. Yoshi is due such a bounce back. It's criminal. Looks like Logan Webb got bumped. Could just be Logan Webb's fantasy score. I know he has bad historicals, but still, even the combo, him and Cabrera, I think Cabrera could get 4 or 5 today. I'm not going to chase it. The fantasy scores are right where they need to be. I kind of think Flirty could go over. He's due a bounce back, but I'm not going to mess with it either. Jacob Lopez, popular play Jacob Lopez. Let's see how good you really are. Let's see if the guys in the cord know what they're talking about, baby. This nerfy might be the move, actually. That might be a good nerfy, but it's such a good nerfy, actually. It feels like a trap. Detroit does strike out a lot in the Athletics. I'm not worried about them. Flirty could give up a bomb, but Something's fishy here, guys. Jacob Lopez just had 2 really good starts, and now they're showing that. 3.5 Ks, you get my blessing. 3.5 Ks, for sure. He's getting 4 Ks. But this is going to be the test, okay? 4.5 Ks. If he's as good as everyone thinks he is, as he says he is, I think he's trash. I don't think he's anything worth writing home about. He better be able to get 5 Ks versus Detroit today. Now, not sure who I'm going to pair him with yet. Probably one of the Glizzies just because, but we'll cover all this on the live stream, which is going to be at 5:30 Central, an hour from now. So I got to cut this video off. Don't forget, CaptainCrush.net. You will get in the mix. Sorry the video's late. Sorry I'm kind of all over the place. Hopefully you got something out of it. Smash that like button. I'm begging you. My head is coated and fried. I'm begging you. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers, sisters, Christ, it's Crush.